Out where the oak tree shadows lie long on the dust, I found an old saddle, leather worn into rust. Beneath the wide brim of a sunset that bleeds lies a tapestry woven from wildflower seeds. Our names carved deep in the bark of time's embrace, echoes of laughter, the ghost of your face. Oh, saddle hides, tales of old, of a love so brave in a world so cold, where the winds whisper soft through the empty cabin sighs. I'm a shadow in the moonlight under infinite skies. Each stirrup and buckle, every scar, every ride, saddle hides. Oh, saddle hides. The porch still creaks where we danced in the rain. Now it moans underfoot like it's singing our pain. The trails have grown over the gravel roads bare. No echo of hoofbeats, just silence hangs there. A scarf you once wore is now faded and torn, fluttering lonely like a flag long forlorn. Oh, saddle hides, tales of old, of a love so brave in a world so cold, where the winds whisper soft through the empty cabin sighs. I'm a shadow in the moonlight under infinite skies. Each stirrup and buckle, every scar, every ride, saddle hides. Oh, saddle hides under the vast prairie sky. I lay down my heart, the plains roll out like the canvas of a forgotten art. Where did we lose the thread? Where did the story change? In this land that shaped us, nothing stays the same. Oh, saddle hides, tales retold, memories fading to the dusk, silver and gold, where the winds whisper soft through the empty cabin sighs. I'm a shadow in the moonlight under infinite skies. Each stirrup and buckle, every scar, every ride, saddle hides. Oh, saddle hides. Here I'll abide with my saddle hides. In the shadow of the oak, where the creek used to sing, there's a flannel shirt hanging, torn by the wind's wing. It was hers when the sun sets, painted our dreams on the back of my saddle through whispering streams. Oh, that flannel shirt flew with the storms and the years, like my heart rides the trails of her whispers and tears. Every threadbare line, a memory of her kiss. In the silence, her laughter is what I most miss. Now the cabins lay empty, the fires burn low, gravel roads less traveled. Where does the old love go? On stanced under starlights, now shadows confined. We're the echo of our footsteps on the old porch pines. Oh, that flannel shirt flew with the storms and the years, like my heart rides the trails of her whispers and tears. Every threadbare line, memory of her kiss. that the cold evening sees. A rider alone by lone stars overhead, holding on to a love long silent and dead. Yes, that flannel shirt flew with the storms and the years, and I've aged with the oaks, shedding old silent tears. Yet her warmth's in the weave, through the winds that persist, in the heart of a cowboy where her memory exists. There's an oak tree by the cabin where our names are carved in jest, beneath a sky too wide to dream, where the sun cradles the west. That old porch still recalls your boots dancing neath moon's gentle sway, but now it's just a cracked frame house since you walked away. Oh, these hills echo stories as the wind moans through the sage, where every trail's a memory faded in this dusty cage. My heart's bound to the saddle, roaming land you used to grace, like a shadow neath the sunset since you walked away. Gravel roads we used to wander, now just tracks and beaten dust, each stone a fragment of the dreams we built on trust. Remember how the rain would fall, we'd laugh and say we'd never stray. Now it only paints old sorrows since you walked away. Oh, these hills echo stories as the wind moans through the sage, where every trail's a memory faded in this dusty cage. My heart's bound to the saddle, roaming lands you used to grace, like a shadow neath the sunset since you walked away. By the riverside, the willows still weep. They knew your soul, they knew mine. Their leaves whisper secrets of sweet yesterdays lost in time. And the scarf you left, it's threadbare and gray, holds the scent of a love that's decayed, a token of what I can't throw away, a remnant of you that stayed. Oh, these hills echo stories as the wind cries through the sage. Every trail's a scar of memory in this lonely, dusty cage. My heart's tethered to the saddle under skies where stars betray, just a silhouette neath the moonlight since you walked away, just a whisper in the silence since you walked away. In the shadow of the old oak tree, where the creek sings low to me, there's a cabin with a shattered pane, echoes of you still remain. We carved our names in that worn wood, promised forever as best we could. The scarf you left hangs on the porch, gone like the flame from a spent-out torch. Shattered glass and echoes, wild winds upon the meadow, every whisper in the grass, a piece of a love that couldn't last. Sunset bleeds but won't forget, the silhouette of sweet regret, where shadows merge and rivers pass. All that remains are shattered glass echoes. Gravel roads where we once roamed, now just tracks to a lonesome home. Thunder rolls over plains so wide, but it's quiet where my heart resides. Dust settles on the empty chair, fading trails of memories there. An old saddle, dry and worn like the leather of love, weathered and torn. A shattered glass and echoes, wild winds upon the meadow, every whisper in the grass, a piece of a love that couldn't last. Sunset bleeds but won't forget, the silhouette of sweet regret, where shadows merge and rivers pass. All that remains are shattered glass echoes. Under stars that watched us then, do they know we can't begin again? The night breeze deep, the coyote calls, and dreams of dancing in old town halls. I reach for you, but just embrace the empty night, the open space. Shattered glass and echoes, this cowboy's heart is fallow. Every whisper in the grass, tales of a love that's meant to last. Though paths diverge and lovers part, you're the sunset that grips my heart. In the quiet hum of the fading past, I live in the sound of shattered glass echoes. And in the chill of dawn's first light, I hold on to the echoes of our last good night. On the edge of Laramie, where the oaks grow wide and tall, found a cabin, walls of whispers in the shadows of the fall. She laughed under the porch light, scarf dancing with the breeze, her smile like a secret that brought me to my knees. But her smile hides like the sun behind the storm. In her eyes a quiet sorrow, a heart torn. Every sunset paints her shadow on the trail she used to roam, and her smile hides a love that never found its home. Years have turned the roads worn down, gravel turned to dust. That old porch now silent, boards giving way to rust. Oak leaves whisper stories in the winds of passing time, of the girl with eyes like fire and the boy she left behind. Her smile hides like the moon behind the cloud. In her laugh a longing buried, never loud. Now the cabin's empty echo plays the tune of faded dreams, where her smile hides and nothing's as it seems. Underneath the starlit expanse, I repeat replay our lost chance as the prairie calls me forth with a whisper akin to Lord. In the fabric of the land, I now understand love's a wild, untamed horse running its course. Her smile hides beneath the endless drifting skies. In her grace, a solitude that never dies. Every trail I wander, every dusty road I roam, brings me back to her smile, a love that never found its home. And in the quiet of the dawn, before the world wakes to move on, her smile hides in the heart of a cowboy forever drawn. She said goodbye with her boots still warm, didn't take the picture on the barn, left her coat but not her scent, and I knew damn well what goodbye meant. Didn't fight, didn't raise my tone, just lit a smoke and watched her go. A man don't beg when love's run dry, but damn, a whiskey don't lie. So I ride through dust and bitter sky with nothing but the truth in rye. The bottle's blunt but honest still, it tells me what she never will. She's gone for good, no alibi, and God knows whiskey don't lie. Past the creek where we first kissed, the wind don't whisper like it did. The porch lights out, the dogs moved on, the house still stands but love is gone. They say you'll heal with time and road, but broken wheels don't carry load. So I pour pain and glass on high, 'cause hell, whiskey don't lie. Her favorite song, but everything she loved is gone. She won't come back, I don't ask why, 'cause the burn says it clear, whiskey don't lie. If she ever asks about how I've been, tell her I still talk to the wind, and I drink slow, 'cause I learned slow that not all love is meant to grow. So here's to love that didn't last, to dreams that faded way too fast, to nights I held her like the sun and woke to find she'd come undone. You can't outrun a farewell cry, and no damn bottle ever lies. In the town where the oak trees cover old forgotten trails, she danced under starlight, her scarf caught the gales. Her laughter filled the alley by the boarded up saloon, where we carved our names under the harvest moon. But her eyes hides a river where my poor heart is drowned. in the depths of her gaze. Such secrets I found, like whispers in the wind, through the crumbling eaves. Her eyes holds a sunset my soul never leaves. Now the porch swings empty where we used to sit. The dust covers the saddle where together we'd fit. An old cabin by the river stands quiet, stands alone, like the bed we once shared, now just dust and bone. Her eyes hides a river where my poor heart is drowned, in the depths of her gaze. Such secrets I found, like whispers in the wind, through the crumbling eaves. Her eyes holds the sunset my soul never leaves. On the gravel road at dawn, where the mist seems to weep, I wander with the shadows where our memories sleep. The willows still remember, and the cold rain agrees. In every drop that falls, her reflection I see. Her eyes hides a river, now I'm drifting away, with each town behind me, more lost every day, till the trail ends at nowhere, beneath the silver moon's heaves. In the heart of the night, her eyes I can't leave. Her eyes hides a river, and I'm still drowning deep. Her love was a promise the world couldn't keep. Now every dusty sunset, every star I've seen believes. Her eyes will hold my forever, though her hand I can't retrieve. Have dimmed, the vows are done. He's the one now, the once was one. I saw you smile in every frame, but none of them ever spoke my name. I heard you move to that quiet town with picket fences slowing down. You got the peace you said you craved, while I kept driving highway graves. Are you happy now? Is the silence sweet? Is the sky still proud? Do the mornings greet you like he should? Do you sleep better than I ever could? I ain't asking to come back round, just wondering, are you happy now? I still see you in grocery aisles, in rainy songs and crooked smiles. They said you bloom when I let go, but I still miss the girl I used to know. I ain't bitter, I ain't mad, I just rewind to what we had and wonder if he knows your laugh, the one that hit like thunder splash. Are you happy now? Does his hand fit yours like mine ain't loud? Does he hold you when the storm runs loud, or fake the calm when the winds get wild? You ain't mine and that's the vow, but tell me, love, are you happy now? you happy now? That dream you chased, did it turn out? If you're dancing while I break down, then I guess I did right somehow. I'll fade away, won't ask you how, just answer me. Are you happy now? In the shade of the old oak tree by the creek where you once kissed me, dust dances with the leaves, speaking soft of the memories. Beneath that sky wide and deep where I whispered dreams now sleep, in the breeze your laughter weaves through the hollers and the hollows we'd keep. Morning sky sleep, stars draped in your veil, whispering winds tell the tale of the love we let fail. Each sunset burns just like the tears we cried under the morning sky, where our old love lies. Lonely saddles, porch lights dim, gravel roads where we'd begin, empty cabin trails that fade like the promises we made and stray. Rain on old tin roofs plays the rhythm of the truth that I wander life alone, far from you, the heart I've known. Morning sky sleeps, shrouding night in your hue, echoing the heartache of a love that once grew. Each twilight's glow, a reminder of our plight under the morning sky. I lose you every night. Oh, how the winds have changed, carrying away your sweet refrain, leaving silence in the wake of the words we'll never say. Now each trail's a tale of past, each step away from the last. Yet with every fading light your shadow lingers, holding tight. Morning sky sleeps with our tale in its folds, carrying whispers of a love that's still untold. Every dawn I rise beneath the same endless sky, haunted forever by the goodbye in your eyes. Under the morning sky where my solace lies, I'll keep riding with your echo by my side. Where the oak tree shadows fall along by the cracked old porch where you sang that song, memories whisper through the grass so high, a tale of a love neath the boundless sky. Your scarf still dances on the line, haunted by the winds of old lang syne. Yeah, love hides in every sunset's glow, in the dusty trails where the lost ones go. It lingers where the quiet rivers win. In my heart your echo I find, though these boots may roam through lonesome miles, love hides in the whisper of your smile. We carved our names on the old town gate, Promises made but sealed too late. The cabin empty, the fire cold. In the shadows our story told, where laughter filled the evening air. Now just echoes of a ghostly pair. Yeah, love hides in every sunset's glow, in the dusty trails where the lost ones go. It lingers where the quiet rivers win. In my heart your echo I find. Although these boots may roam through lonesome miles, love hides in the whisper of your smile. So I ride this path beneath the moon's pale light, searching in the stars for what was once so bright. The saddle's worn, the reins are slack, carrying dreams I can't bring back. Yes, love hides where the cold winds blow, on gravel roads where wildflowers grow. It's buried deep where we once lay, in the dusk of dreams that fade away. My heart keeps riding, but now I know love hides where I can never go. In the shadow of an oak, where the creek used to flow, I found an old scarf, faded blue like her eyes. Under that whispering sky, our love was a flame. On the porch of that cabin, where I whispered her name. Oh, fading light tied down to the ghosts of these grounds. Her laughter haunts the prairie winds in a twilight that never ends. My heart rides lonesome trails of tears, fading light tied down through the years. That old saddle's worn like the lines by my eyes. Gravel roads, empty cabins where our dreams used to lie. Rain on the tin roof, a rhythm lost in time. She's a memory, a melody in a worn out rhyme. Oh, faded light tied down to the echoes of this town. Her whisper in the midnight rain, a love I'll never claim again. My soul wanders, a shadow in the dust, fading light tied down to a husk. On a hill the cross is cast, shadows long and lean. Beneath each one a story, a love that might have been. And I ponder under stars that we once knew, if heaven holds a place for the loves we lose. Oh, fading light tied down, where my heart forever is bound. She's a sunset slipping from the sky, a whisper of goodbye in the played in the fading light, I'll stay tied down, unswayed. You stepped off the train with dirt on your shoes. Sunlight kissed your hair like a sacred truth. The fields turned green just watching you smile. Even time slowed down for a while. You sang to the sheep, you danced in the rye, hung sheets in the wind like flags in the sky. The old oak bloomed, the bluebirds came. This wild land never felt the same. You were the spring of this land, my dear, turning silence into songs I could hear. Your laughter lit the river's bend. Your touch could teach the frost to end. You made the weeds sway just to see you pass. Put life in stone, turn mud to glass. This heart, this home, this rugged sand all bloomed 'cause you were the spring of this land. You painted the porch with sunflower hue, said a little color always pulls us through. You read by lantern, sang in the rain, said pain was part of nature's game. But come one dusk, your eyes turned far. You whispered, I need to chase a star. I begged the sky to hold you tight. Spring don't stay past April's light. You were the spring of this land, my love, a prayer sent down from skies above. The cattle stood still when you passed by. Even coyotes watched with softer eyes. Now every bloom feels out of place, like they've all lost your warm embrace. The wind still tries to understand why it weeps where once blew the spring of this land. The soil remembers where you knelt. The barn still holds the warmth you felt. And though the seasons come and go, the heart knows what the land won't show. You were the spring of this land, it's true, and nothing's bloomed the same since you. I water flowers, they don't respond. I sing alone by the lily pond. The bees still buzz, the clouds still roam, but this ain't love just overgrown. You left your name in dirt and sand forever. The spring of this land. Out by the old oak tree where the soft winds sway, we carved our names inside a heart that day. Her laughter danced like leaves in autumn's playful fray. On that porch, under stars where we swore we'd stay. But her smile washed away like dust in the rain, leaving trails of her whispers in a heart full of pain. Every sunset paints her face on the plains, her memories a ghost town. with love's remains. The cabin stands, but the light's long gone dim. Gravel roads echo where her footsteps had been. An old scarf she left, now threadbare and slim, hangs on the saddle, swaying at a whim. Her smile washed away like dust in the rain, leaving trails of her whispers in a heart full of pain. Every sunset paints her face on the plains, her memories a ghost town with love's remains. Under the vast skies where the wild horses roam, I wander with the shadows, far from what was home. In the quiet of the desert, where I'm left to comb, her essence in the breeze is all I've ever known. Your smile washed away with the creek's solemn tune, in the hush of the night, neath the pale silver moon. If love is a melody, it ended too soon. On the wind she's a song, a lost sweet croon. Her smile washed away, but in my dreams it stays, a faded cherished memory through the endless days. In the rustling leaves I hear her soft phrase, her smile washed away, but her echo always sways. I've crossed the rivers, climbed the rise, watched red dust paint the evening skies. My boots wore thin from years gone by, chasing dreams I couldn't tie. The canyon winds all knew my name, so did the storm, so did the flame. I rode with ghosts, I rode alone, my only home was what I owned. But she was the sunset I found, burning gold where the hills fell down. She stood like peace in a world untrue, with eyes like dusk and a voice like dew. I'd seen the world from town to town, but nothing shook me, nothing profound, till she looked up without a sound. She was the sunset I finally found. She had a garden by her door, and boots too clean for riding wool. Said she baked her bread by hand and read old books she didn't plan. I tipped my hat and barely spoke. She laughed and handed me her cloak. Said, "Cowboy, rest your saddle bones, even legends need a home." She was the sunset I found, a fire that warmed my worn-out crown. I'd seen the stars, I'd kissed the wind, but never knew where love had been. She pulled me close without a rope, no tricks, no games, no lines, no hope, just her and me and common ground. She was a sunset I found. I didn't ride to find a flame, but somehow she called out my name. And every mile I rode before led me straight to her front door. She was the sunset I found in a world of noise. She made no sound, just stood there like the end of day, soft and fierce in a honeyed way. And if this road should call me gone, I'll take her light and ride on strong. But I'll always turn my heart around, back to the sunset that I found. In a dusty drawer in an empty room, a rusty locket lies beneath the moon. Inside a curl of golden hair takes me back to when she was there. Oak trees whispered on that old hill, where the sun dipped low and time stood still. Oh, how the winds have turned so stern through whispering pines and dreams that yearn. This rusty locket, a flame that yearns in the heart of a cowboy where sorrow burns. Each sunset bleeds like the tears she earned on that lonely ridge where memories churn. The wildflowers by the gravel road no longer bloom where our love once glowed. Her scarf caught on the old porch swing, now just a ghost of spring's sweet flame. The trails we rode have overgrown, paths we made are now dust and bone. Oh, how the winds have turned so stern through whispering pines and dreams that yearn. This rusty locket, a flame that yearns in the heart of a cowboy where sorrow burns. Each sunset bleeds like the tears she earned on that lonely ridge where memories churn. Underneath the endless sky I roam alone, every star a word unsaid in the silent song. What's left is a shadow, a dance of light and gray. A cowboy's heart knows only the price to pay. Oh, how the winds have turned so stern through whispering pines and dreams that yearn. This rusty locket, a flame that yearns in the heart of a cowboy where sorrow burns. Each sunset bleeds like the tears she earned on that lonely ridge where memories churn. So I'll ride these lands under crown of thorn, past cabins empty and fields forlorn, with a rusty locket and the burns it bears carried deep within like a prayer in the air. I remember her laughter like the creek that flowed through the meadow where the wild horses roam. We danced under stars by the old oak shade where the
whispers of the canyon have promised to stay. Her scarf pale blue, caught on the breeze as we carved our love deep in the bark of those trees. But time, like the river when the rain pours down, washed away the canyon where our dreams were found. Now I'm singing to the shadows, to the stones I lay, in the land where the heart of my youth did stay. Oh, the canyon washed away. Oh, the canyon washed away. Years roll like dust down an empty track to the porch where we sat, that ain't coming back. The cabin stands lonesome, the door swings wide, with no one to hear how the old wood cried. Those trails we tread are overgrown, the town's just a memory, the road's just bones. But time, like the river when the rain pours down, washed away the canyon where our dreams were found. Now I'm singing to the shadows, to the stones I lay, in the land where the heart of my youth did stay. Oh, the canyon washed away. Oh, the canyon washed away. In the whisper of the wind I hear her name, it stirs up the dust, it ends the game. I know she's a memory of faded light, but in the silence of the prairie she's mine tonight. So time, take your river, let the rain pour down. I've lost more to you than my heart had found, but I'll keep singing to the shadows by the stones I lay, in the dust of a canyon that the storms washed away. Oh, the canyon washed away. Oh, the canyon washed away. Just a whisper in the wind where my heart will stay. In the shadow of the old oak tree, where the river bends and whispers low, I found you wild, you and me. Dandelion seeds ready to blow, your scarf a shade of sunset bright, tied to the saddle, flapping in flight. We traced gravel roads till they disappeared, each mile together, the skies we neared. Dandelions held tight in the palm, turned to wishes in the winds of time. You're a memory in the dust of my ride, echoes of laughter in your hand and mine. With every sunset that paints the west, I find you still beating in this old cowboy chest. Now the porch creaks empty, the door swings free, echoing steps of an old melody. The cabin in the clearing with its quiet, cold glow holds a ghost of your laughter in the shadows, down faded trails where our dreams once ran. I walk alone, a solitary man, where wildflowers whisper in the fields you adored. I search for you, my forever implored. Oh, dandelions held tight in the palm, turned to wishes in the winds of time. You're a whisper in the dust of my ride, echoes of laughter in your hand and mine. Every sunset that bleeds through the west leaves your shadow dancing in my lonely chest. And I've learned that love, like wildflowers, grows in places left untamed, but holding on too tight, my dear, just leaves you with the seeds that rain.
Dandelions once held tight in the palm fade to wishes on horizons I roam. You're the echo in the canyons of my mind, a love lost in the sweep of time. Yet every sunset that dies in the west keeps you living deep within my lonesome chest. Out there where the oak stands guarding old forgotten lands, by the creek where we once lay, the dust now covers hand in hand. Your laughter hung on the wild breeze, now whispers to the trees. The rain listened quietly as my heart spoke of these. Oh, the rain listened as I called out your name through the echo of hooves on that old gravel lane. The skies shared their tears on the brim of my hat, while the winds carry secrets of where we once sat. Porch Creek's a lonesome tune, sings like a melancholy fiddle. Empty cabin holds the ghosts of your smile in the middle. That scarf you left still colors my view, faded red on the saddle. The trail's gone cold, and so have the shadows where we once rode unraveled. Yes, the rain listened as I called out your name through the echo of hooves on that old gravel lane. The sky shed their sorrow on the sleeves of my coat as I search for the sunset where our memories flow. Crackling branch that grieves. Was our love just a whisper that got lost in the wind? A story that paused where the footprints end. So the rain still listens when I whisper your name into the silence of the wild, where nothing stayed the same, where the land holds the echoes of the love we knew then. The rain keeps on listening over and over again, and it listens, oh how it listens, while I ride these trails alone under the watchful eyes of stars in the place we called home. In the shadow of the oak where we once lay, I found an old hat fraying at the brim. Saw the sun bleed its gold over the clay, each thread a memory growing dim.
Your laughter echoes wild across the creek, where scars dance freely in the springtime air. Now the silence speaks the words we cannot speak. On that old porch ghostly, in disrepair. And my hat fell apart, like my heart in your hands. Threads unwinding in the merciless winds, drifting like the dust through forgotten lands, where the twilight of our love never ends. The saddle's worn where you once sat to ride, down trails now choked by weeds and untold fears. Those paths we blazed side by side, now just gravel roads that disappear. The cabin stands, but not the dreams we made. Empty rooms where shadows lay their claim. In the heart the fire's soft glow is faded, with only ashes left to hold your name. My hat fell apart, like my heart in your hands. Threads unwinding in the merciless winds, drifting like the dust through forgotten lands, where the twilight of our love never ends. Oh, how the rains whispered old truths, washing over a land so parched, so bare. Mighty rivers lose their way, just like I lose you, in the echoes of promises hanging in the air. And so my hat fell apart, like the seams of my soul, under skies vast and wide, where the lonely rivers roll. Farewell to the heartache, farewell to the start, in a world that keeps turning, though my hat fell apart. In the land that remembers, in the wind's soft apart, I'll keep wandering love with my hat falling apart. There's an old oak by the rusted gate, where we carved our names in the wood so deep. Sunset bleeds through the leaves like fate, on that dusty road where our memories sleep. Whispers dance on a gentle breeze from the porch where you swayed in your summer dress, holding laughter in twilight's tease, under stars that heard my heart confess. Oh, how the rusted gate burned with every harsh wind that returned. Echoes of your voice, soft and low, drifting over fields where silence grows. Now I roam with my shadow cast long, a lone rider where our love once belonged. The cabin stands empty, a hollow frame, scarves you left fluttering like old flames. Gravel crunches underfoot, a lonesome sound where our faded trails no more are found. The raindrops touch the earth, dark and slow, kissing the ground where we used to lie. Each drop a memory, a silent vow to the winds that carry your goodbye. Oh, how the rusted gate burns with every harsh wind that returns. Echoes of your voice, soft and low, drifting over fields where silence grows. Now I roam with my shadow cast long, a lone rider where our love once belonged. By the rusted gate the fire's gone dim, remembering your smile at the horizon's rim. Saddled up as daylight wanes, riding out through endless plains. Oh, how the rusted gate burns, a pyre for dreams that never return. Echoes of your voice, now a song sung by a cowboy, ragged and worn. Here I roam under vast starlit skies, a lone rider where my heart still